Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Perkins, and I am here with the talented and delightful Geoff Nowlin. Boy, I spit that one out wrong. Geoff Nowlin.
Okay.
And we are live at the Speaking Empire, Speaking and Marketing Academy. And it's been a couple of great days, but I'd love to know, I know you,
Yes.
but I know our group would love to know more about you and what you do.
Sure. So I'm basically, I come out of IT, so I was a computer geek, computer programmer prior, so I used to sit behind the terminal and write the code. And it became evident after about 5 years of that I couldn't live in my own skin. I had picked the wrong profession.
Right.
And then so I went and I decided to be an owner of an IT company, and I did that successfully for 8 years. It was terrific. I was making money hand over fist. I had 45 employees. Life was good. All the preferred vendor lists in town. But then that industry crashed. And when the industry crashed, I thought to myself, God, what do I do now? Well, it was interesting. Back then, when I was the IT owner, I had a huge credit score. I was making plenty of money, and I went out and started buying real estate. So I got the bug for real estate. And when the IT business crashed, I decided, why not make my passion and my hobby the profession?
Right.
So I trained myself in real estate. I got started. I went from 0 to 52 units in my first 2 years.
Wow.
I bought big $1 million apartment buildings, no money down. I flipped houses. I did wholesales, all kinds of stuff. I did what I was told, and what I learned. And I just got this voracious appetite to learn more and more and more. And so now I've decided that's what I want to do and share with other people. To date, I've now mentored over 600 different families and individuals all across the country. I've got hundreds of testimonials, lots of, tons of successful students, and it's a lot of fun. And so just this morning on email, one of my students got a property under contract, and he wants to do some partial funding. So I sent it out to my 600 students, hey, who wants in on this deal? Because it was a good deal. And so I should have the answer probably by noon today.
Oh,
and so
that's awesome.
I help also broker the students how they can get money from other students who've been trained and understand what they're doing.
So you do the mentoring, you do the brokering, you do the networking.
I'm also a
the
licensee. I'm
mastermind.
supposed to tell people I'm a licensee in my state.
And obviously
but,
you're licensed.
Yeah.
And you do this public speaking to help other people understand that.
I do.
So with the public speaking, what have you gotten that you can use for the speaking out of the event this week?
Okay, you guys out there in television land, you're going to be amazed. The first day, I got out my notebook and I got my pen and I set it down. And you know how it is. Oh, I'm going to write all this down. Boom, boom, boom. I just started writing notes, one idea after another idea, and I didn't want to do my over analytical, just write it down to have it for later. I've got a half a notebook full of these ideas already, and we're on day 1.2 of 4 days.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, and they just bring the information so fast and so furious. It's wonderful.
If you could give us one strategy that's working for you today, what would that strategy be?
Okay, so for instance, what I like to do with our students is I run down to the code enforcement office and I ask them, hey, can I get a list of homes that have active code violations? And you would be amazed for a very nominal amount of money. For instance, in Colorado Springs for $6, they'll give you 3 pages, 30 per page of homes that are going into, they're bad. They've got bad violations against them. In Fort Worth, Texas, for $25, they'll sell me a list of homes, 2,000 homes, a huge list.
Yeah.
Half of those, 1,000, have severe code violations. So this is a way for students to find their deals. Everybody always wants to, the big problem is, how do I find my deal? I need another deal. Well, you have to have a strategy to go do that. In Port St. Lucie, Florida, right near where we are, for $45, they'll sell you a list of 3,700 known vacant and abandoned homes.
Okay,
don't even, that's more than you can even handle. You can't, that takes you, they'll take you 3 years to go through that list. So and that's just one way of a ton of different ways that are working right now in today's real estate market, good or bad. People need to live in a house.
Okay, as you can tell, he is the great God of knowledge with real estate and how to do things within it. And he's a fabulous instructor, helping other people learn how to do it and speaking. And he and I have been through some courses together, and I've seen him in action, and he really is fabulous. And I know these folks are going to want to get with you, learn how to do the investment, learn how to find the properties, learn how to do all of the great things you know how to do.
Yes.
So how can they contact you?
Super easy. You all have a pen. 480-466-3686. 3737. That's my phone number in Phoenix. That's the best way. Hits me right at my cell phone. There isn't a receptionist. There isn't a giant get lost in the shuffle. You get me directly.
Okay, say it one more time. 480.
480-466-3737.
466-3737. Geoff Nowlin, fabulous guy. It has been great having you here. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.